welcome to today's video. Today we're going to make this cute little snowman. Isn't he adorable? And he is actually doubles as a treat holder, which I have a little piece of just little candy bars in here. So we're going to do that. And I just wanted to show you how to make him today. First off, I need to thank the creator of this little snowman. Her name is Jackie Topa, T-O-P-A. She posted her video on how she made this little guy on Split Coast Stampers, and I just thought it was just too cute not to recreate. So here's my take on the little snowman. And to use this little snowman, we are actually going to use the envelope punch board. So let me show you how to do that. This project is really good about using the scraps and pieces that you have. So when you're going to make this little guy, dig into your bits and pieces of your paper because it will use quite a bit of it. First thing you will need though is a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's 8.5 by 11, and I suggest you score it first at 5 1/8 and 5 7/8. Now I have already done that. And then you're going to cut it into strips that are 2 1/8 by 11, okay? You will get 4 snowmen out of one piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Jackie suggested to use the thick Whisper White cardstock, and I agree. This is just kind of, it's fun to show, but I think the thick Whisper White cardstock would hold up better for him to stand because he doesn't really stand exactly. So, bring him down here. So, I would go with the thick Whisper White cardstock. Okay. So, I'm going to make one little snowman for you. I'm going to set those pieces aside. I got enough for 2 more. So, I went ahead and I've got my pieces cut. The next thing I need to do is go ahead and create the divots, or we're going to create his neck first. So get out your envelope punch board, and on your envelope punch board you have 2 inches, and it's actually marked for you 2 1/8, and that's where you're going to create your divot. So I'm going to put this at the 2 1/8 mark, and I want to make sure that's right. I just want to make sure at 2 1/8. Yes, that is correct. So 2 1/8, and then I'm going to flip it over and do it again at 2 1/8. And then I'm going to turn it around and do it 2 more times. Okay. Now that I have my divots, okay, these little pieces we can throw away. We're not going to use them. Put those off to the side. Then I'm going to get out my Simply scoring tool because we want to score this. I cut this before I scored it, but I suggest you do it the other way around. Score, then cut your strips. It just makes it that much easier. I'm going to pull this down in the camera. You probably can't see it. Okay. I'm going to take a moment to move my chair. Okay, so we're going to score at 5 1/8 and 5 7/8. So 5 1/8, your Simply Scored runs in 16ths. So 5 1/8 would be right here. And then 5 7/8, it's right there. Okay, that is our base. That's what your snowman's going to sit on. So I'm going to go ahead and take that away. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is we got 2 pieces of black cardstock. This is going to be the brim of our hat. So I've got 2 pieces. I'm going to get out the envelope, the punch board again. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. Okay. I'm going to work with the reverse punch. So I'm working with this end. And all I'm going to do is just slide my pieces in. See how it creates a rounded corner? Also, if you have a corner rounder punch, that would work as well. There's one little brim. Okay, so we have 2 brims of our hat. Let's set those aside. And then we have a piece, another little 2-inch square, basic black. And this is going to be his hat. So what you're going to do is we're going to turn it this way. We're going to make the little divot in his hat. And you have to just center this. So I centered mine. There's the one, I don't know if you can even see it. There it is. The one line is what I'm pointing at, is right there. That's where I'm lining up the edge of my 2-inch punch. So I'm going to try and get as close to that as I can. It's really hard to see. And punch. And there's our little divot. And then we're going to go back here, slide our edge in, and we're going to flip it over. And there's our top of our hat. Okay, these little pieces here, we want to keep because those are going to be his eyes and his mouth. So I'm going to go ahead and slide these off to the side, like so, because we'll actually use those little pieces. Okay. Now I'm going to bring my snowman base back in, like this. And I use glue dots. You can use double-sided tape or something, and I'm going to position this right in here. I just need something so it just stays in place. So I'm going to take my glue dots, and I'm just going to put 2 on the back of the candy bar. Okay, that's just to hold it in place. Okay, and I'm just going to set him probably right in there. Okay, and then, oh, I forgot about our arms. What I did with the arms, you can run outside, get some sticks. She used sticks in her, on her snowman, but I thought a piece of black, oopsie, don't want to knock off my pieces, piece of black, basic black cardstock, and I'm going to like just see if I can't do like 1/4 of an inch or so. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll find out. I'm afraid to let go. Honestly, I'm afraid to let go. Okay, and then I'm just going to go up the center. Oh, that worked. Yeah, okay. And then you can make them as short or as long, probably as short as you want. So I'm just going to cut this in half. Okay. Get 2 that look similar. I think those will work. Okay. Now what I did was went ahead and just took my scissors and just kind of cut down the middle. Start at the corner and just kind of cut to the center. No real specifics. Even though I think the sticks would be a lot cuter. But for right now, those will work. Okay, so those are our arms. Okay. So I'll bring my snowman back in. And I'm going to get my snail. And snail down the same thing. Kind of like that. Okay, there's his arms. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold this. I should have folded it before. Okay, so there's his base, and that should close together like that. Okay? Okay, now let's work on his hat. So we know this is the start of our snowman. Okay, let's go ahead and put the hat together. So, take your hat, And first, decorate it however you want to. That's where the fun begins. I wrapped mine in a ribbon with a little my flower, but I took this is real red, just solid ribbon, and I'm going to take a glue dot. I use a lot of glue dots in this. And put it down. Take my end. End. There we go. I'm just going to wrap it around a couple times. Of course, adjust as needed. Wrap it around one more time, and then try and do this with one hand. Grab a glue dot and affix right on the end. Okay, and then we're going to cut him off. There we go. Something like that. Okay, now you find a side of your snowman, and we're going to, I want to verify my instructions. Grab a little paper here. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, take your snail. Actually, Tombow, if you want something a little bit more heavy, run a strip of glue on the top of his head, and then put your hat right there. Okay, and then we're going to flip him over, and remember the black, the brow of the hat. I'm going to run a piece of glue on that, and you're just going to stick it where the whisper white meets the black, like that. Okay, there's his hat. And then on the other side, you're going to take the other piece of basic black for the hat and just stick it on. Actually, it'd be better if you fold it together, and then you know where to put it at. Like that. Okay. So there. Let me guess. It didn't. See how that, see how cool that is? I like that. Okay. Now, we'll do that last. We'll just do that last. Okay. To hold things in place, if you want to work on his face or whatever, well, it's actually easier if you do it open. So you figure out the front of your snowman, which is actually this side. That way when you open it, you can see the candy. I'm going to flip it over like so, and we're going to go ahead and decorate his face. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, and the little pieces that we cut earlier from our brow, okay. And then you're going to need those, and then you're going to need just a tiny scrap of orange or pumpkin pie. Okay. Now what I did was for his nose, it's kind of a weird looking nose, but it works. Take your envelope punch board. Okay, I'm going to set him aside again. Set this aside. I'm going to scoot those out of the way. Take your envelope punch board, and we'll be working with the reverse punch. Find a corner. Okay, put that in there. Yep. Okay. Punch down so you have like a rounded edge, of course. And then just take your scissors. You don't want it. You kind of want it like a carrot. Just kind of, Make sure I get it cut through. There we go. Okay. That's how I made his nose. Rounded the corner and then just kind of wiggled my scissors through and made his little nose. So we have the nose, the mouth, and 2 eyes. So we'll put those on him. Okay, so we got him flipped upside down the way you want him. Okay. And let's put the eyes on first. Now this is the tricky part. I suggest, since these are so small, that you have like tweezers to handle them and put your glue on. I'm using Tombow because I just need a dot, literally a dot. So I just put a dot, just a tiny, like that. A little bit more than that. There we go. And then you can scoot his eye where you want it. Okay. Okay, good. I was like, oh gosh, I put that on upside down. I didn't. Okay, here's his second eye. Like I said, if you have tweezers, it would work. I think it'll work a lot better. Okay. Oh, he has eyes. And then you can slide those, before your Tombow dries, slide your eyes where you want them. Okay. Now, I made the mistake on this one, putting on the nose first, and then I had to kind of pry it up to slide the mouth underneath. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and put down the mouth. And I'm just going to use snail since it's a bigger. Okay, and I'm going to drop it down just a little bit. Okay, and then we'll put the nose on. Okay. I think my eyes are up too high. There we go. Okay. Put him together and we got him that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I put my hand on backwards. We can fix that. That's not a problem. Okay, so we're gonna open up him again. Now we're gonna do his buttons. Now you can do anything with the buttons. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm actually gonna take a real red, and I think this is a 1/2 inch hole punch. Oopsie, let's do it upside down. And I'm gonna punch 3 circles. Okay. Now we can go ahead and attach those 3 circles. There is 1. Okay. And then I'm going to take the rhinestones, and I'm going to use the largest rhinestones and do 1. On the other one, I use Brad's, which is really pretty too. Just kind of place them where you want them. Okay. So there's his front. Now I'm going to take 2 glue dots. And I'm going to actually just set him in the corner. This is going to hold him shut besides the ribbon. But while I'm working with him, and you can leave these here, you don't have to take them out. What you want to do is line up his, whoopsie, line up his hat. Okay. And there he is. Now we're going to decorate his hat. And I think I'm just going to do the same thing I did on this one. It'd be really pretty if you had like a floral, a tiny flower. But I am also going to take this and put it up on a dimensional like that. Peel the back off of him. Put him right there. And then basically the same thing again. Take a large rhinestone and put him there. So there he is. He's really a cute little guy. I don't know. But this one I use Brad's, and I can't open. Oh, you know what we forgot? His scarf. Snowman can't have scarf. I'm using the same ribbon up here. I feel like I'm choking him. I'm going to cut it off. Can't believe I almost forgot the most important thing. Now this is, I think this is 1/8 inch ribbon. I would have probably, if I had it, used a thicker ribbon or a wider one, maybe like a 1/2 inch or so. The lady that created this actually used washi tape for his scarf, which was really, really cute. Okay, we're going to just tighten that down. Okay, and I will show you how to, oops, okay. I'll get his scarf in line here. Okay, what I did was open my scissors, took this in, put my thumb between, it's like curling ribbon, put my thumb between that and the scissors and pull down, and that would help lay his scarf right. So there you go. There's my version of the envelope punch board snowman. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye.